everybody, good afternoon. This is financial Excel spreadsheet about the net present value and also about the internal rate of return. So this is more about to do with finance and also to do with capital budgeting as well. And it just says to choose a product if it costs less than the present value of its cash flows, or more generally, take a project of its net present value if it's positive. So the interest rate is like, for example, 10%. Cash flows 600, 200, 200, and 500. Okay, so to start off, I have to calculate the 100% after the present value factor. Only 1%. Very good. Okay, next thing I need to do is to calculate the present value of cash flow. So cash flow multiply present value factor. Two, 165, and 376. So yeah, so cumulative present value is going to be the next step. It's B15, PV cash flow. So the next one's going to require a sum table. B16 plus C15. And then there is a quote note saying that investors will have to invest 1, 2, 3 more, a total of 723 to get the cash flows of 200 or 200 and 500 and an interest rate of 10%. Therefore, the project has a value of 123 for investors. The interest rate is called the cost of capital because it is the opportunity cost of funds the rate investors can earn on alternative investments. Okay, the next sheet doesn't require any calculations. It's just the simple rule of internal rate of return. And the standard means is that cash outflows occur in early years and cash inflows in later years. The alternative to the project is the status quo. So that's the basic sheet on the information for internal rate of return. So now we're going to go into the multiple sheet. I have to calculate the present value factor once again. Say 9%. Present value of net cash flow. Net cash flow multiplied by present value factor. 400,000. 857, 143. 455,995. Okay, so now the cumulative present value. Calculation. The NPV, net present value, equals D12. Now the internal rate of return sum table, so equals IRR, equals to 10% total. And then the note says, for this project, varying the initial guess in the internal rate of return function can cause the internal rate of return to change. This is a good project. Positive net present value, but you can't tell it from the internal rate of return function. The following chart shows that there are two break-even costs of capital, or internal rate of returns. The net present value is positive at the actual cost of capital, which is 12%. So these are good projects. So the multiple chart is the next sheet. All I need to do is calculate the discount rate for the remaining percentages. And once they're calculated, there should be a line going through, update through the chart that is beside here. So calculate 2% in the discount rate. Okay, now there should be an answer here. So let's copy and drag that all the way down to 40% and see what comes into the chart. Very good, so there is a line. Now update into the discount rate chart. So the highest is between 2000%. It's very good. So that's the multiple chart finished. Just one sum table to calculate for it. Yeah, now the next thing I need to do is go to the exclusive sheet. I have to calculate the present value factor. The answer is 91%, which is entirely correct. Now I have to calculate the present value of cash flow. Cash flow multiply present value factor. Yeah, now the net present value. E9. Now the internal rate of return calculation. Present value factor for the second project, project B. 91% again, like for the project A2. Okay, so now the present value of cash flow. Okay, so now into the net present value. So I need to do now the internal rate of return. And that answer is 75%. Says the project B is the best, but the problem is the internal rate of return in project B is lower. But that is the exclusive sheet for financials for net present value and IRR. And that's an example of mutually exclusive projects. So we have one last sheet left, which is incremental. Now this time there is no internal rate of return involved in this sheet, but there is still net present value involved. And there's a cost of capital of 10%. So again, I need to calculate the present value factor for project A. Okay, present value or cash flow. $10,000, $18,000, and $182. Okay, the net present value. Second here. So now, was project B the present value factor? $91%. The present value of cash flow. Last not least, the net present value of the incremental sheet. Good. So, and the project B says it has a positive net present value relative to project A on an incremental basis. So that should be taken. So that's it for today. So that's all sheets calculated for net present value on internal rate of return. So that's basically how to do on a spreadsheet. So hope you enjoyed that so very well. So thank you all for watching this. Wash your hands. Hope you all stay safe. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you all very soon. Adios.